Marie Curie was born on November 7, 1867, in Warsaw, now the capital of Poland, but at the time the city belonged to a Russian empire. Maria Mania Skoldaskova was the youngest of 5 siblings, Zofia, Joseph, Branya, and Helen, and was the daughter of established teachers. Her father, Władysław, was the secondary school teacher and a patriot whose views about an independent Poland often made it difficult for him to keep his job. And her mother, Bronislawa, ran a prestigious boarding school for girls. In this atmosphere, Marie grew up with a solid background in math and science. However, after her father lost his job, the family struggled and was forced to take boarders into their small apartment, and thus began Marie Curie. During the late 1800s and early 1900s, women were treated unfairly compared to their male counterparts and were often unable to pursue their interests due to their gender. In addition, they often lacked the financial resources their male counterparts had access to. In 1875, when Mania was only 8, hardships began when her older sister, Zofia, caught their syphilis and died. Then again, when she was 11, her mother, Bronislawa, died due to a 5-year-old fight with tuberculosis. Her father then had to balance work and independently raise a family.
Curie, Marie 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 Curie. Who was Marie Curie?
Is she the one that created penicillin?
No. Okay, Marie Curie invented the X-ray. Despite facing numerous accounts of sexism and financial barriers, Marie Curie overcame it all to develop her scientific discoveries. In 1896, Marie Curie overcame prevailing gender and financial struggles in order to further develop her scientific discoveries. Though she faced numerous accounts of sexism and unfair treatment, she successfully broke barriers and made crucial discoveries that have greatly impacted scientific innovation today. She made further discoveries and ended up finding very crucial elements that opened doors and created opportunities despite all the gender and financial barriers she faced.
Marie Curie was interested in going to university and had often had dreams of becoming an important person, but was told that was not possible due to not only the fact that her family was in poverty, but was judged because of her gender. She was completely unfairly treated, and as she had a brilliant mind and beautiful intentions to develop the world, but had to work harder than most men to do in their lives just to get to school.
Even though people treated her so badly, they were left awestruck by her insane intelligence and motivation to overcome sexism and insolvency. To prove herself to the world, women can develop science just as much as men, if not more.
Have you ever suffered through tragedy?
For tragedy? Like personal, when I lost a loved one, like my grandpa was a big hit for me. But otherwise, I consider myself pretty lucky. I'm happily married with 2 children. I immigrated from Poland and have a great life here. So, not so much.
Curie died on April 19, 1906 at age 46 when he slipped and fell in the street. His head was crushed under the wheel of a horse-drawn car, leaving behind his 2 daughters, Eve Curie, a talented writer, and Irene Joliot Curie, a brilliant scientist.
She was a woman with no money in a world of men discouraging her for her work, observing her for her talent, and undermining her for her gender. After a while, she was accused of having an affair with one of her husband's married former students, Paul Levgain, a longtime family friend and a student of Pierre's. Paul was known as a sexist and a philanderer. When word of the affair reached the public, it nearly destroyed Marie Curie and public standing in the scientific community. When the scandal broke, no one in the physics community supported Marie. After being called a homewrecker and trying to single-parent her 2 children, she fell into a deep depression and was even further discriminated against. Marie has a figurative wall between her and her dreams, a wall built of prejudice and expectations, a wall built of cheap brick and ancient order. Though with one kick could have crumbled down, but in this time, women don't kick, they sit and do dishes. And time again, Marie has come face to face with this wall, coming close but never being able to kick it down. The prejudice she overcame was represented by many lectures and discoveries she made that surpassed those of any man around her. Wow. Even though people treated her so badly, they were left awestruck by her insane intelligence and motivation to overcome sexism and insolvency. To prove herself to the world, women can develop science just as much as men, if not more. Through her perseverance, moxie, and dedication, she, with her husband, discovered polonium, and 5 months later published another element, radium. She worked tirelessly, facing a multitude of barriers along the way, but it all paid off upon her receiving a multitude of awards. She led an exciting life, receiving 15 gold medal awards, 19 degrees, and many, many other honors. Marie opened a lot of doors for young women today. Her brilliant mind belonged in a different era. Unfortunately, after a battle with leukemia, Marie died at the young age of 67. She had done much work in a shed with no protection against the radiation. She was also often found with test tubes in her pockets and chemicals in her dresser drawers. This lack of protection often eventually alluded to her death, as her high exposure to radiation with no protection had that capability.
I'm going to ask you one more time, who was Marie Curie?
I'd say a trendsetter.
Innovator.
Inspirational. Groundbreaking.
Inspirational.
Innovator.
Feminist.
Pioneer.
Hero.
Leader. Innovator.